So, hey there. Sorry, I don't know what was going on with my PC, but yeah, I had a major Windows problem. I'm not sure why, but I'm sending out messages for the Google Hangout now so that everybody can come back in. I hope everybody will join. I don't know exactly what was going on, but that was hammer.
Hey, Don.
Hey, Mike. How you doing? Welcome back, man. Yeah, that was a major Windows.
I'd say, man.
Yeah. But what I can't understand right now is why I am a little bit diffused. Let me turn on my studio light. Maybe that'll help. So that the camera can recognize me a little bit better. Oh, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. No idea. But it was a major Windows system. Hey, Clyde.
Hey, buddy. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know what happened, but it was some kind of a major Windows message that I got there with a lot of luck.
Oh, no, I guess you
letters and numbers.
You deleted the other one.
Huh? What was that again, Mike?
I said you deleted the other one. That's why you named it Part 2 instead of Part 3.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, I deleted the other one, but yeah. We got this one.
That's not bad at all.
Whoa.
Well, it's the Dungeons and Dragons tile set thing, the tabletop. And what I'm doing is I've come up with a magnet system, so they actually hold together. And actually works really well. Was what, Mike?
You can easily transfer them then.
Yeah, that's the idea. So I'd be able to. The only downside to doing this is that the polarity of the magnets is going to be a pain in the butt for the. So I might have to have like a negative, negative, positive, positive, so you can rotate the tiles and do whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be a challenge, but I'm deciding.
I think that is why Nilabine was using clips.
I don't like the clips.
Yeah, you already said that to me. I know what you mean.
Yeah, so I've redeveloped this model anyway. So I mean, this is just a kind of a placeholder. I just wanted to see. This is only with one magnet. These are rated for 2 magnets each. So, and it's I mean, that's holding the parts together.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know if I would drag it across a table like that. I mean, it's got a 1.5 pound pull.
Yeah, but if you have 20 or 30 pieces put together, that's another question.
Yeah, but the idea was to make it so you could flat pack this thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these ones are just a little over 7 millimeter. I think the tallest part I've got now is 7.4 millimeters. In terms of thickness. Plus, I did the the kind of the hollow shell.
Yeah.
Which this thing actually printed the bridging really well. Pretty brilliant. I mean, it's not a tight print. You know what I mean? I mean, you can still, I don't know if you can see the hairs in there, but there's still a little, you can see the gapping where it's just trying to sag a little bit. But, I mean, for bridging across that kind of a gap, that's not bad. I mean, that's not a 1/4 of an inch gap. Or, well, actually, no, that's almost an inch gap. So about 3/4 of an inch. So, it's not too bad. Of course, now I don't know if I can get these magnets back out. Probably not.
Okay. Denninger. Yes. No. Hey, Mr. D, I'm sending you a note. I'm sending
Collins
you
is here.
a private message.
Probably pull up the live stream then again, huh?
Hey, Colin, how you doing?
So what did you miss, Don? Did you hear what I had to do?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I had to copy over a 46 gig file from the Star Citizen folder.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm waiting for it to finish copying over.
Okay.
And then I've got to use the GitHub. There's an app there, and I have to
Surviving.
disconnect the or expand or whatever, extract the files from that file.
So when it's downloaded, I think you're going to have one big package that is a zip file, and then you just have to unpack it.
Yeah, it's going to be
And there's also a video in there. That's why it's
there's trying to ditch me, but I keep on following you.
Yeah, Clyde, there's a video in there also. When you start putting the parts together, that's the video from Game Body that was available last year. And watch that video before you start gluing the parts together. I mean, the wings and everything, you're going to be looking at it and say, okay, that's got to go there. That's got to go there. That's okay. But there's a couple other parts, like on the top for the gun turret or on the bottom, if you, the gun turret, okay, you can glue that one in, but on the bottom of it, in the center, there's a round part with a little hole in it. Has nothing really to say for what that hole is, but if you glue that in, then you won't be able to pull it back out if you want to put it on the stand like I have. Because on the stand part, there's a little square piece that comes onto the stand on the top of it, and the square piece fits in the bottom where that round piece was. And then you need a SLA printer for the landing feet and for a couple of the gun turrets that come up on top. You need an SLA printer.
You guys, I was hitting squirrels and you guys ran.
Huh?
I definitely agree with you. I definitely need to get one of those.
Yeah. Or if you have somebody that happens to have an SLA printer.
Nope.
Oh, man. That doesn't sound good.
We'd be straight up redneck FDM printers over here.
Okay. But, well,
can't be helped, buddy.
I'm not sure. You can talk to TK. He already has those STL files from me. You can talk to TK. Maybe he can print another set and send them to you.
Would have been nice to know that when he was doing it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to be doing the Hornet though.
Why not?
Because I have a Freelancer MISC, or the MISC Freelancer Max. That's why.
The Freelancer Max? That doesn't tell me anything.
That's the ship I have.
Oh, okay.
So while I do enjoy the Hornet, I think there's been other folks from Germany, Deutschland, that have been printing that model. So I mean, I got to be somewhat new.
I'm not sure. Because I haven't seen anybody else on YouTube. I mean, if you check it out on YouTube, the Hornet, you'll find videos from the Hornet, from the producer from the game. But I haven't found a video yet on YouTube from anybody that has made it. I think I'm going to be one of the first ones.
Now, are you talking about Chris Roberts or?
No, from the makers of the game.
Yeah.
If you look for a Star Citizen Hornet, you're going to find a lot of videos from them or from other people that were walking around you know, online and showing
Yeah,
them.
which I could do too. I mean, I could do videos of that myself.
Yeah, but you won't find anybody that is live in a YouTube video showing you how he printed one of those models.
Yeah.
Because I haven't found one yet, so I think I'll be the first one, you know, that'll put out a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, downloads. All right, so I need to find these. The CE launcher. Okay, CG Fixer. Oop. Ooh.
Yeah, $20. I don't know what happened. It was a major Windows system, whatever.
7 hours.
But you know, the stream shut down, and I saw on the laptop you guys were still online for a while, and I thought, okay, that's cool. I can start up my system again and get back in, you know, with the Google Hangout, and then come back on. But you know, my system was already finished, and then I wanted to start up the Discord. And I wanted to copy the link, and then all of a sudden I looked at my laptop, and yeah, the stream was finished. Well, I had to make a part 2.
But we had to stay. We stayed in the Hangout and talked a little bit. And as soon as you sent me the link, I threw it over to Mike.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I don't know what's going on. You know, the YouTube was going on for a while. I think you saw me writing in the with my private channel in the YouTube, right?
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know what was going on there, because the stream was going for a while in YouTube, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, we're almost done. 96% complete.
Wow.
Yeah. But right about the time you crashed is when I started copying this file from the data file.
Uh-huh.
And well, as you know, I mean, it's a 46 gig.
Yeah. Oh, but I have other stuff up there too. For example, from all those guys that Galaxy
Guardians of
the Galaxy. Yeah, I got Rocket and that Scrat diorama. You know where Rocket is standing there, and you know, in front of this log, the bomb is on the log, and Baby Groot is sitting there.
Yep,
I got that one too.
Dude, I still got the Elder Lighthouse sitting right here in my folder of my downloads.
And don't tell me you haven't started printing it yet.
I haven't started printing it yet.
I told you not to tell me that. You should have told me it's almost finished.
Yeah, no, I can't say that.
No, I'm joking around.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I downloaded only one of those? I thought I downloaded both. Oops.
Cancel.
Huh?
I don't have the TOS Battlestar. I'll have to go back and download that.
Uh-oh.
Somehow I downloaded 2 of the reimagined ones.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Not exactly sure how I did that.
Yeah, it sounds like you need to get the other one, huh?
Yeah, I'll do that right now. Because I think you have that in the Discord still, right?
Unique. Yeah, there he is. So...
Of course that wouldn't show up. I hate the search and thingiverse. Ugh. All right, I gotta go to Discord. I can't remember where we posted that. Was that in the...
That was in the voice reply. You're gonna have to scroll up a way bit. Oh man.
I would, but I got distracted by the helicopters.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Colin. How's it going, Colin?
It goes. I got this thing put together. The tolerances on this thing are awesome. It just snaps and fits right together. I thought I was going to have to glue it. There's no point.
Yeah. Clyde, I put a link to that Thingiverse model in the chat.
Oh, sure. Right after I find it, right?
We already scrolling and looking for it?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Because I was already scrolling and looking for it so that I could copy the link and give it to you in the chat here so that you could get it right away.
Well, you know what? I appreciate that.
Yeah, Clyde, one of the first things that I found after I bought my first 3D printer was not Thingiverse, but Yegi.com, which
yeah, I remember that.
They have a much better search. Are they still alive? I think they're still around.
I think they are. Hold on, let me look now.
Well, just as I got on, you were complaining about the Thingiverse search. So
Yep, it's still there.
Yeah, they're pretty good. 3D Mag is very good too.
Oops, excuse me.
Well, I may have to switch to Yegi anyway because of all the crud that MakerBot's going through.
What are they doing now?
Oh, I'm just sick of hearing about them, to be honest.
Well, they went through their, everyone was objecting to them a couple of years ago. Did they do something more hideous now?
No, nothing specific.
Hey, Mr. D, I hope you can hear me in the in the Discord chat. I sent you a private message for the link with the new Google Hangout.
What do I need here? I need to do this. Let's try to do this. You can't do a Z alignment if the top of your top Z bar rod holders are not aligned.
Here, wait a second. Is that the right one? Five, 6 years, 3,000. Yeah.
Oh, I like this. They got something in here called Star Wars Legion. It's got like all these different models that they're putting out.
Huh? Where?
On Yegi.
Yegi?
On Yegi, yeah. Yegi's got some really cool stuff.
Yegi is just a search engine, though, right? I mean, it doesn't. They don't store any models on their own systems, do they?
Just says search. So yeah, I don't think so.
So where's the model? Where are they actually storing the models that you're talking about?
Well, that would be a really good question.
Yegi.com, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it'll link you off to some other site where those models are actually being stored.
It's okay. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that's on Thingiverse, Game Body, My Mini Factory. So yeah, it's just a 3D printing file. Like
it's just a search. Yeah, it's a search engine.
It's
don't forget to hit the like button, gal.
No.
I don't want to hit it. If I hit the like button, it might crash again.
Nah. Well, who knows? I mean, with your fingers.
I'm telling you. Oh, I think that file's done. Yes. Let's see if I can stay on the stream while I do this.
While you're unpacking it.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta follow the directions though.
Yeah, Mr. D, I hope you're watching. If yes, in the private message in the Discord, I sent you a new link for the Google Hangout. And I sent it to Ben too, just in case he wants to join. and Papa Top if he's awake.
Oh, he was here once, wasn't he?
I thought he just came onto the new one moments before I got here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Today. It is freaking cold out.
Yeah, but Colin, you should have seen the very first live stream that we were doing. That was
I saw the tail end of it. I was just waking up. What was going on?
well, I had to delete that one because we had a lot of trolls jumping in and then starting porno stuff and you know, racist stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's how you want to start your Saturday. Every Saturday with a little racism and porn.
Well, I think that was only because I posted the link to the Google Hangout in the chat.
Yeah, that doesn't work out so well.
Nope, I'm not going to be doing that anymore. For all of you, you have to be in my Discord, and I will post a private message with the Google Hangout because I'm not sure, because after I ended that stream and we started the second one, all of a sudden I had somebody jumping in my Discord with a strange name. Thinking probably he could find the link to the Google Hangout and start doing that bull again.
Huh.
And
who did you manage to piss off?
Oh, that's a trolls.
Yeah, well, surely the troll has a name, and you probably, they're not doing it because, they didn't pick you at random, right?
Yeah, who knows? It might be.
Yeah. I mean, not that I'm suggesting you change anything that you're doing. I'm just saying it's interesting to know, who's who and what's going on.
No, it was probably some of my zero content subscribers that I have. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, anyway, that one name that was there in my Discord, I banned him automatically.
Yeah.
So that person cannot go into my Discord and find any links to any Discords or something. Of
course,
like that.
It's really easy. I mean, Discord is one of those ones that doesn't require any sort of hoop jumping to create an account. So, someone will show up eventually and grab the link. So yes, private messages are definitely the way to go.
Yep.
That way, if we don't get a private message in the morning, we'll know that we're no longer loved.
Oh, Papa Top has finally joined my Discord again. That is strange.
Bob, you've had so much trouble with Discord. What's going on with that? You've got like 4 accounts now, right? That's
a good question.
Because like every day he's like, I can't get logged into Discord.
Yeah. Well, what Bob really needs is somebody that is over there can come to him that has all the knowledge from YouTube and everything. And
no, I think what he needs
can set that up for him on his PC.
I think what he needs is for someone to call him every morning and over the phone read to him the URL for the Hangout.
No, that wouldn't be necessary. No, that wouldn't be necessary. He knows enough. But the only thing is, he needs OBS set up.
I don't have OBS set up. I'm just doing this.
That's your problem, not mine.
Well, I'm saying you don't need OBS. It's just
If he wants to make videos, he's going to have OBS.
Oh, did he say that? Bob, did you say you're starting to build up your YouTube channel?
Bob's not here.
I thought he was in the comments or something.
No.
I must have.
No,
okay.
he just.
Oh, so we're really talking about him behind his back. All right, that's cool.
No, he just joined the Discord again.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
with OBS and everything, I told him, oh, that's no problem. I can help you through Discord. I tell him what to do, where to go, and everything, because I have my Discord set up in English.
Guten Morgen.
Yeah. What's up, Mike?
I'll tell you where to go.
I don't want to go there where you want to tell me. I like it when it's warm, but now I don't like it when it's hot.
I am so pleased with this. I'm still stunned that the filament that I used for this for the skull, which I figured was just going to come out white. This filament was the freebie filament that came with the CR10. And it's amazing. Look at this. There's not a layer line to be seen.
Yeah,
absolutely amazing. I mean, granted, I printed it on the Prusa, the Mark III, but still, but that's for freebie filament, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah. Hey, John. Nice to see you're back.
What's unfortunate though is this is a 400% scale of the thing. I don't understand why anyone would print it at the original scale. I don't know why they were shipping it that way. Very odd.
Who knows? Maybe that guy that posted it in YouTube printed that thing on an SLA printer.
Yeah, maybe. I bet he did. If you look at the picture on YouTube, that the skull does look like it was printed in an SLA.
Yeah. Because I've downloaded several things from YouTube that I wanted to print figures or something like that. All of a sudden, I had just a little bitty tiny figure on my printing plate.
Yeah, well, I guess
I had to enlarge it something like 5,000% so that I had a figure, that I could see.
Yeah, there are certain programs that'll do that. That'll export them in really weird, arbitrary units. I guess Shalom does that with very, very small models.
Yeah.
I don't know what design tool he's using though.
Yeah, he's using Blender and a couple other programs for his designs.
Yeah.
Blender, Fusion 360, and I think ZBrush or something like that. I don't know.
I need to try out Sculptress.
Yes, Sculptress. Yeah. Sculptress is the new ZBrush, from what I heard.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I've got so many things to download and try. I just one more to add to the list. This thing was very cool. This was given to me a bunch of years ago.
Oh man, that looks almost real.
Well, yes, except that it's like child size, which makes it just extra creepy. It's like the size of an infant, which is just extra. Ugh.
You need to resize that crown and put it on that one.
Well, so it came it comes real close. This skull is a little bit wider, so resizing it isn't quite going to do it. I have to sort of reshape it. What I probably should do is just take a heat gun to this thing and just stick it on there because it shaped reasonably.
That looks like a nice idea.
I don't know.
Yeah, for Halloween,
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was my point, right? So I used to have this basket on a rope because, it puts the lotion in the basket, right?
Yeah.
So that disappeared last year, and so I needed a new candy dish. So now I've got one.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, just think you have that one in one hand, and then you have that other skull. And
yeah, you put this under your arm,
Yeah.
Hello.
The good question is if the kids will be coming there and laugh and say, "Oh, wow, that looks great," or if they're going to run away screaming, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, he's got a skull under his arm."
So I live on this cul-de-sac that's sort of like Wisteria Lane, which there was a show a bunch of years ago called Desperate Housewives,
Yeah, that I can
took place on that road.
I can see that right now in TV.
But that right, so that
I got to get off for a little bit.
So that's the kind of neighborhood I live in.
Yeah, man.
That's the kind of neighborhood I live in, sort of. And so all the kids sort of get together and they all go trick-or-treating as a giant pack. So you only get one visit of all the kids, and then you're done for the night.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's very efficient, yeah. Except then you get the one or two idiots who show up a second time, and what do you think? I can't count,
Uh-huh. Yeah, but they only show up a second time to the houses where the good candy is.
Right. So the trick is to find candy that you personally like that kids are not going to like, which is a fine line, It's a tough deal.
Yeah,
I know. First world problems. Well.
Oh yeah. Oh, Mike jumped out too?
Did he? All right, so we need a little bit of a bass in here. Something
What's up, Mike?
Where is
Mike jumped out too. I don't know why.
Oh, that's not going to do it. Well, that sort of does it. I can put the Walter Gnome. There we go. That's what we need right there.
There is. There is 20. Oh, okay. He has. Need. Need is just to make sure you have the right one, Mike. Oh yeah. So message. There you go, Bob. I sent you a message in Discord again for the link for the Google Hangout. If you're awake and alive. Oh, yeah. I have no idea what's going on now. Colin, you still alive?
Yeah, I'm just answering a text here.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's going to be really amazing when this print is finished. Then I'm going to have to be really careful when I take it off the plate and then start taking the support off. Ah, there he is.
Yeah, you don't even want to frickin' know, man.
Where you going, Mike?
Oh, man, no, I'm not going anywhere. So I was messing around with the window over here and messing around with the window over here because I got a fan in there, so when I have a cigarette, it doesn't smell up the whole place. You're not supposed to be smoking in here.
Yeah.
So it's getting cold because it's really windy and everything.
Yeah.
And cold outside, so I put a piece of cardboard up there. Well, when I did that, I knocked one of my cameras off the front and broke it. Okay, where am I? Right here. I broke the end off, and this part here was stuck in the computer, okay?
Yeah.
This part here was still in the computer. So I grabbed my needle nose, I grabbed it to pull it out, and the whole computer went poof. It's out. It's dead.
Oh, man. Oh.
So I don't know what I did.
Oops. Yeah.
If anybody's got any ideas out there, it won't turn back on.
It won't turn back
I
on.
missed the beginning of this. You stuck your needle nose pliers into where?
Well, they were plugged into a port, you know.
Your
This
needle
was-
nose pliers are plugged into what port?
No, look at the video.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
is there a
you look at the
video?
video?
Hang on,
You
let me-
can't
let me
just
get-
freaking guess, okay?
Sorry, hang on. Let me get back to where am I looking for this?
You're looking at me over here. See me?
Okay, gotcha. Yep. Yep.
See this little plug-in that was plugged into my computer to a USB port or whatever, you know?
Yep.
And it broke off inside there, and this here was sticking out, and I grabbed this and pulled it out, and it popped the whole computer. I mean, killed. It won't turn
well,
back on.
So there's one of those pins is 5 volts. There's a 5-volt ground and then 2 data pins there.
Yeah.
So you crossed the 5-volt and ground and probably fried that port, but I wouldn't have expected it to kill the entire machine.
Yeah, it's shut down, man. It's done.
Okay, and it just won't restart, or where does it?
Yeah,
die?
I won't. Yeah, no, I won't restart.
I would check to see if there's a fuse in the power supply that you can swap out.
Yeah.
That should. It's likely that USB port is toast, but it shouldn't have killed the entire board.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, not fucking. Excuse me. I freaking hope not, man. Because then I got to find my other board, and I don't know where it's at. And I don't have the money for another board.
Yeah.
Which means I have to unplug freaking everything, man.
And then you're going to have to be careful with the USB ports. You might, when you have it open to check out the power supply, you might have to look where that USB port is and where it's plugged in, and then you have to unplug that one.
I haven't looked at an ATX power supply in a while. Aren't they fused like externally, right near the AC input?
I don't know.
There might be some that have the fuse right on the back next to the switch, and so.
Yeah.
But most of the power supplies that I've seen, you had to open it up. You had to take the power supply out, and then you had to open up the power supply because the fuse was on board.
Well, in that case, if you've got a spare power supply, I would just swap it out and see. Not even reinstall it. Just plug in another supply and see if it works.
I don't have a spare nothing here. Okay.
What kind of a nerd are you, man? You don't have a spare power supply?
I have all that stuff, just not here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm living in a trailer in the middle of the woods, and I have no freaking idea. You know, what I have day to day. So.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you, if I blew my freaking PC up, I am just effed, man.
Yeah, first I drop out because of a massive Windows system failed, and now Mike drops out.
The moral of the story is buy a Mac.
The moral of the story is to buy a Mac. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a Mac.
Oh no.
But a Mac PC with the power that I have in this PC would probably cost me about $5,000, right?
Well, no. What I would do is, if you were going to buy a Mac, buy one from like 2008 or 2009, and then install Windows on it. Because the 2008-2009 era Mac hardware, laptops at least, was still pretty top notch. The engineering was pretty solid.
Yeah.
So if you like Windows, you can just install Windows
on laptop.
Oh.
I need a good, reliable PC.
Yeah, I haven't owned a desktop machine in 20-something years now.
Yeah. Well,
I still have the first one that I bought though in 1993 or something, 94.
I have a newer PC here with a good main board that can go up to 64 gigabytes in RAM. I I have 16 in it right now. I can put 2 graphic cards in there. I only have 1 right now. And it has a 6-core AMD processor on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's where the Buy Me a Coffee fund is going, to buy you a pair of 1080 Ti's?
No.
No.
That little bit of money that comes there, when it comes to PayPal, it's going to sit on PayPal, and then wait for my Patreon money to come, and then it's going to stay on PayPal until there's enough there so that I can officially buy S3D.
Ah.
Well, you don't need to buy it now. You got the latest version, don't you?
Well, that's true, but if you want to contact support because you're having problems, you're going to have a problem there.
Yeah, I mean, just to be clear, for those people watching this stream, what what the German printing nerd is saying is that he's evaluating the product before purchasing it.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an interesting system, I must say, especially since I found out yesterday with the multiple process how that works.
Huh.
And how I can save a half a kilo in filament.
Really? Oh, because you can change the infill percentage.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, the problem that I have right now, the part that I'm printing right now is 659 layers.
Jeez.
A 57-hour print. And what I could have done to save a lot of time and a lot of filament, if I would have known that I could do that before I started this print, I would have done so that from layer 6 to layer 580, that's with 10% infill. From 581 to 600, that's with 15% infill. And then from 601 all the way to the rest, that's with 17% infill.
Those are relatively small percentage changes, though. Is
Yeah.
that all that? So you're doing everything at 17%?
I'm doing everything right now at 17% because I didn't know that. And the 15% was not fine enough for all of the small prints that are going to be printed flat on top.
Ah.
That's why I changed it to 17%. Then I looked again, and I saw that would be good.
Huh.
So I left it at 17%, but that whole thing is being printed at 17%.
Yeah.
That's what he's...
No, I'm just surprised that 7% of infill, 7% infill makes that much of a difference.
7%. You mean between 10 and 17?
Over the course of 600 and something layers, I guess it does make a difference. But yeah, between 10 and 17.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I say, I'd go up to 580 with a 10%. And then from 580 to 600 with 15%. And then from 601 upwards with 17%.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Yeah. Because I have five outer walls. I always print my figures with 5, 5, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't printing nothing.
You don't really need 2 graphic cards in there, Mike.
Yes, I do.
No,
Of course you do. Absolutely.
When you run 4 monitors, you definitely do.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And just for me to run 3 monitors, I'm going to have to get a second graphic card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the graphic card that I have in there right now, it can only support 2.
Do I need one right now? No. But come on.
Yeah, but you can't send it to me, and then after a month or two, you say, Don, you got to send it back to me.
I'm sending you crap, man. I'm broke as a poke, you butt.
I hear you.
Shit, man.
I hear you. No, I'm just joking around.
I know. Right now, I'm not in a joking mood. I'm kind of pissed off.
Yeah, I understand that. Oh, dang. Your power supply is down on the bottom, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not turning on. I've got the motherboard unplugged and it still don't turn on.
Yeah, so it's the it was the cheap problem to fix, relatively speaking.
Yeah, we're hoping that'll work out.
Well, no, if you unplug the motherboard and the power supply still isn't turning on, then it's almost certainly a fuse.
Yeah. Yeah, Jake, I use 5 walls, because I don't print small, I print big. And with 5 outer walls, you really have a stable model. And then if you use like 10% infill or 7% or 5% infill, just to keep the parts, where they have to be, then you got a strong structure. And then when you're making a big model, you don't have to worry about it. For example, right now, this part that I'm printing, I have to print it with 17% because I didn't know I could do in S3D that multiple procedures.
I think Slick 3R also supports that. Actually.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I saw that like the other. Let's see here.
I'm not sure about that, but I'm not going to install Slick 3R and then have 3, 4, 5 different slice programs on my.
Oh, I have every slicer known to man here, with the exception of S3D.
Okay.
Let's see here. Infill.
You have to do that probably as a multiple process.
Yeah, I'm looking at the advanced settings to see what you can actually do. Solid infill every thus and such layers. Fill angle. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I've tried all of the infill patterns that it has in S3D, and they have a lot. I spent about an hour with this part setting up at 10%, and then I was trying the different infills, and then I said prepare to print, and then I was going through the layers and going up to the top and looking to see if that was enough. Then I saw it wasn't enough, and then I was trying the different infill patterns that it had, and then I went up to 15%, did all that again. I was about I think an hour with that.
Oh man!
And then when I got to 17% and to rectilinear infill, I was seeing, okay, the pattern is fine enough so that when it starts printing the flat layers on top of that, it has enough contact points to where it can print the layers and there won't be any drops.
Oh, they've got some neat stuff in here in SlickRR advanced settings. You can
yeah, Jake, that's what Mike is going to do right now.
You can change
I can't see no chat or anything.
Nah, Jake is saying check the internal fuse.
I got to do this to do that. See?
Yeah.
Basically strip my computer, which really torques me, man. Really, really torques me.
You okay? You okay?
Yeah, not the weight on the bottom of this damn thing. Shooting screws everywhere. God damn it. I don't know why I quit drinking, man. I can't screw stuff up anymore than what this is.
Work slowly, Mike. Work slowly.
Yeah, take your time. You get. We'll be here for several hours. Don't worry about it.
Well, no, I'm aggravated. Okay.
I know it's understandable.
Yeah, definitely understandable.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the advanced settings in Slick 3R. You can change the extrusion width for all sorts of different types of layers. You know, the first layer, the perimeters, external perimeters, infill, solid infill, top layer, top solid infill, support material. You can change overlap. Oh, and bridge flow ratio, which is very cool, which is why you get much better bridging with Slick 3R. That's cool.
Uh-huh.
Relative to like Kura, which I don't think does that. What it's doing is it's knocking your flow down to 0.8 to 80% when it's doing a bridging operation, so it doesn't have as much stuff to sag. That's cool.
That's what you get for having your own filtering system on the bottom. It takes forever just to get stuff off. Is it just the three of us, or what's going on?
I guess, for the moment.
And Don's muted.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden there was no noise anywhere. I'm like, did you guys leave me? I'm gonna cry.
No, we'll be here for a while. We'll watch you toil. Although if you start sweating, I'm probably gonna leave because I don't need to see that.
And then when you're really stupid and you don't know anything and you take the frickin' bottom filter off and you don't need to because the power supply is connected in the back, not in the frickin' front. God.
Oh, man.
Whatever. How the hell did I get you in there? Oh, a couple of screws.
I'll be back in just a second.
Yeah, if I need a new power supply, I gotta call a guy. You gotta call a guy to call a guy, you know? Say hello to my little friend. You come over here. And you go over. Sometimes they have a fuse right there, but not on this one, of course.
But no, I guess Slick 3R doesn't have quite the same flexibility. Do we want to save presets? No, we don't. We are done.
Well, this must mean don't take this off, you damn fool. That's what this little hidden screw means. You take this off, you will no longer be part of the club. There. There we go. I want a bottle of vodka. Oh.
So this is a bad sign.
Yeah, I know. It's really sucking it.
No, yeah, maybe, but I have a different bad sign.
As bad as mine?
Possibly worse. Actually.
Oh no, that can't be that bad. What'd you do?
Well, in the Apple menu on a Mac, it normally lists a variety of things.
Yeah.
And now it looks like it came back. It's back to its normal self. Maybe. Let's see. Huh. Yeah. Well, that was freaky.
So you messed up your PC too, or what?
No, the Apple menu came up with menu items that had gibberish characters in them, which seems profoundly bad.
This is
Like the wrong, it was loading up the wrong font or something. But I'd never seen that before. Because that's a relatively low-level thing, Finder font settings.
It's really bad as that fuse looks good.
Uh-oh, that's worse.
Yeah.
You have a multimeter over there?
Yeah,
you do. Okay. Okay. Get ahead of me.
I'm not one of them almost hobbyist, whatever. Tinker, I'm a full-blown one. Damn, that's bad.
Yep. Multimeter was my first purchase as a child with money that I had made from running a lemonade stand.
Yeah.
And
I don't know how long I've had them, but so now we have to find the bad part, huh? Juice coming out of any of the capacitors? Don't look like it. I don't want to take this board out.
Right, what is it I want to do here? I've lost track now.
And that's crazy they can pop it out, with 5 volts, blow the sucker up.
Well, like I said, there's no way that it blew the entire board. I mean, there's virtually no way that it blew the entire board. Are there multiple fuses in there, maybe? An external one and an internal one?
For the power supply, there's normally only one.
Yeah, I know, but I've seen ones where there are multiple fuses, one mounted on the PCB and one external, for example.
Never seen one like that.
Yeah. But either way, even you have to go out and buy a new power supply, it's still a cheaper problem to have. All right, so what is it I need to do here?
How's it looking, Mike? Oh. I thought there was something going on with the connection because Mike just dropped out.
I was sitting there working on this thing, and I hit that there power button.
Oh.
And bam, my phone went dead. My phone shut off. I'm like,
power buttons are kind of like that.
No, I was like, what the hell? I just shut the power supply off and my phone died.
Yeah. I was sitting here and I was just saying, how's it? What's going on, Mike, with the checkup?
Well,
and
so far the is good. I'm trying to get you somewhere where I can. And as I was saying, I got to try to find what went bad.
And Clyde is back.
Which I think I'm going to have to take the board out for.
And you picked me up faster than Mike did. Usually Mike's the one that finds me coming in there.
Yeah, Don doesn't always pay attention.
Uh-huh.
I got my coffee.
I got coffee. I do have coffee.
My once a week guilty pleasure.
Hey, Robbie Mac.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Okay, what did I miss? What are you doing, Mike?
I blew my computer up. Literally.
It looks like a power supply.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got it narrowed down to this so far. It won't turn on. So far.
That is not good at all.
No. Well, what happened? Did you see what I did?
No,
Oh,
because
it's gone. I was this part right here. Where am I? Where's my camera? I broke it off in the front of my computer. This USB connector or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was one of my cameras. And I when I was putting this, I walked by my front of my computer and I snapped it off. So this was stuck in my computer. So I grabbed it with a flipping needle nose to pull it out and pop my computer off. Yeah. So
I've heard of doing that directly on the board, but I've never heard of that happening. Well, I guess if the pins hit one another, I guess
he just shorted the 5-volt and ground with the pliers.
Yeah, I remember back in the day when USB was really starting to take off, man. If you put the jumpers or the plugs on the wrong ports in the USB, it'd blow the motherboard right up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now there are normally fuses to prevent that.
Yeah, well, this is back in the old days. I mean, when USB was really starting to take off.
Yeah, back when they didn't know what a diode was or something.
I remember that because I used to do custom PC builds, and they had like 3 or 4 different maps that you would have to go by. And it's like, if you got the pin alignment wrong by like 1 pin, you'd blow the motherboard.
Yeah. Now, Mike, Clyde was talking about back then, when the notes were being written on stones.
Well, not quite that. But we at least had typewriters,
Ah, okay.
I'd move my camera to show you, but I do have a typewriter sitting next to me that's mechanical.
I remember the first time I encountered USB. I think that was like 95. I think. No, it was late 94. And I had bought a machine just before USB became a thing.
Yeah, there you go. Typewriter.
Oh, nice.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
What is that, brother?
No, this one's an Olympia.
Oh, nice.
a movie, guys.
A legit typewriter.
Yeah, that is legit.
My son loves it.
Yeah, because of all the noise it makes when you're writing something, huh?
Oh, he's working on something over there. I don't know what he's been working on.
I don't know. I guess mechanical keyboards are becoming more and more popular again, just as a retro thing. And is there some advantage for gaming? Maybe I'm not really sure.
Well, I know that there's been a bunch of companies trying to get the tactile feel of a mechanical keyboard and the look. But I mean, you look at some of those, and you're looking at like $1,200 for a keyboard. It's like, that's all right.
Yeah, but what I want to see is I want to see the Mad Max style mechanical keyboards. Not Mad Max, not Mad Max. Max Headroom. Remember the steampunk type keyboards they had going?
Well, I'm trying to remember. I'll have to get a picture online to see exactly what you're talking about. But
yeah, I miss Max Headroom. That was a neat character.
Hey, Don.
Huh?
Look at my screen.
1 second. 1 second.
That's what I'm working on right now.
Don't show that to Mike. He's going to get really jealous of the functioning computer.
Well.
Oh. What are you doing there?
I am decompiling the P4K folder and the assets for Star Citizen.
So how does that work? There's a decompiler, what, for every game engine or something?
Well, I don't know exactly what this is. It's like they use CryEngine as the asset handler.
Yeah.
But this 43, 45 gig file has the game assets in it.
Right.
So I mean, it's a stacker of sorts, and
yeah.
But it's also kind of an archive, so it's kind of a hybrid thing.
Yeah.
And the only way to get access to the assets is to run it through a program that allows it to unzip it into the individual components.
Right.
And it's 43 gigs, so this may take a while.
Yeah. Now the first game that I remember seeing that was structured that way was Doom, I think, actually. The original Doom.
Well, that could very well be.
Yeah.
Well, it's a brilliant move if you ask me, especially for people like Star Citizen, because the majority of people aren't going to be bothered to do this to get a model file.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, security is really an exercise in making it more difficult than the amount of effort people are willing to put in to bypass it, because there's no true security in anything. It's just a matter of degree.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at Lucasfilm or LucasArts. I mean, that's a great example of inability to maintain secrecy.
What are they doing?
Well, I mean, they have a hard time. I mean, you get within like so many months of a project they're working on, and it's like suddenly you find out about it.
Oh yeah, well, there's that. But so it's not so much security through obscurity, but security through
difficulty.
Yes, right. I mean, you want to make accessing the thing that you don't want people to access more difficult than the amount of time a hacker is willing to put in to achieve that objective.
There you go, Colin. I posted a link. If you scroll down a little bit, you're going to find the keyboard I think you're talking about.
The one for Max Headroom. Let's see.
Yeah. I was Googling it around trying to find the Max Headroom keyboard and images, and I was coming up with that.
Jules Verne meets Terry Gilliam. That seems about right. Yeah, it's basically a typewriter keyboard attached to a screen. It's really kind of badass.
Yeah. That keyboard, you can get that one in AliExpress in Amazon.
Really?
Yeah, it costs around about $200 to $300.
That's not too bad. Where did you see that part of it? I'm scrolling down and seeing all sorts of awesome pictures, but I'm not seeing.
Woo! Something was still alive in there.
Oh, Mike.
Poof. Don't touch two together.
Be careful, man.
God damn it. I know it, eh?
You just rapidly charge a capacitor.
Yeah, no, it's plugged in. That was actually plugged into the wall. That was my tip.
Oops.
Now, Colin, just go into Google and then search for Max Headroom keyboard, and then go on images and.
Cool.
Ooh.
And that's what I found.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I didn't see the place where you could buy one though. I'll have to go back and look.
No, I've seen that type of keyboard in eBay and in Amazon.
Huh,
yeah, they start at about $300 to $500.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like a movie prop, right? So, and this is a working movie prop, so that's even better. I can understand.
What about the Jules
I can understand.
Hey, you got to see the keyboard that Brian Vance is using. That's a nice keyboard.
Good grief, those are nice.
But yeah.
Yeah, I remember I was, where was I? I was at a grocery store, and this woman who was, brought in to demo some product or other, at a little table. I was young and stupid at the time. This was like 15 or 20 years ago. Young and stupid at the time, and I of course didn't get her number. But she says, "I'm a steampunk. Do you know what a steampunk is?" Really? No, she had decided that steampunk was a lifestyle, which I had never encountered before. I mean, it's an aesthetic, right? But it never occurred to me that it was a lifestyle. So down here they've got
there is a lifestyle, and the people walk around wearing clothes like that too.
Yeah, well, I'm all for leather bodices and whatever. That's cool. I don't mind. But no, apparently there's a brew pub down here called the Full Steam Pub. That's all very much the steampunk aesthetic.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I had never really realized that you could make it a lifestyle, or that anyone would want to.
Yeah, but yeah, back to 3D printing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're here for 3D printing, and we should try to stay on topic.
Oh, is that too far afield? I don't know. A lot of people use 3D printing to print movie props.
Yeah. You should. Have you watched the Friday Night Hangout videos? There were two of them.
I haven't recently, but I mean, there's the Broken Nerd and all these guys. They're all doing cosplay stuff.
Yeah, the main topic was cosplay and nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was cool.
Yeah, cosplay is a lot of fun though.
Hmm. Yeah, they were talking about nowadays the problem that
I'll be back, guys. I gotta call somebody.
Okay.
Right,
Okay. No, there's oh God, what's his name again? The one that is also working for Tested.
The Broken Nerd.
Broken Nerd. He was talking about one of the Comic-Cons or whatever it was that he was at. He was checking out the costumes from some of the people and everything, and it got to a point to where the quality is so good you couldn't even tell if it was 3D printed or if it was really made.
Yeah, well, the printing quality is impressive, but the effort to which people will go to do these things is just remarkable in and of itself.
Oh yeah. I mean, I do have a lot of helmets. I even have a complete bodysuit for some type of figure.
Some type of figure. So you're a real fan then, huh?
well, did I ever tell you the cosplay costume I want to make? The Dalek. I want to actually make one that I could sit in and drive around.
Oh, that would be cool.
Wouldn't it though?
That would definitely.
That would be kind of awesome. Yeah.
It would be one of the Imperial versions, like the ancient versions of them, like, because it would be massive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, instead of having controlling R2-D2, no, this would be inside, fans going, all kinds of stuff, with a sit down, controllers, cameras, the spinning, head, and all that stuff with the exterminate and all that. That would be awesome.
Definitely.
I'm surprised that someone hasn't already done that, though.
Well, and the idea was that when you open it up to get out, just like you would for, the regular one, it would have the stuff inside would look, you know, somewhat accurate.
Uh-huh.
I'm not smart enough to do that.
Oh.
I don't think
But
it's so much smarts as commitment. I mean, that's like a half a year undertaking to put that together.
Yeah, that's my my dream costume for going to a Comic-Con.
Okay, let me.
To me, there's a point at which a costume would detract from your experience of going to the Comic-Con as a whole. I mean, if you're there to entertain other people, sure, but if I'm going to a Comic-Con, I want to enjoy it for myself.
Yeah, but see, you're not understanding the other component of that. If I want to enjoy the Comic-Con, I can get out of the costume and I can drive it with a controller.
Oh, that's better. Yes, that.
So
cool.
I could either be in it and control it, or I could be outside of it and control it.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay.
I was looking at like I was trying to find a really cheap one of those mobility scooters.
That seems like a good starting platform. Yeah, one of the those things.
Clyde,
Yeah.
what I have is the Sauron, 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 armor complete.
Sauron, as in Lord of the Rings.
I think that is from Lord of the Rings. Yes. Yeah. But I have the complete armor suit.
Is it Sauron or Saruman?
Sauron, Sauron.
That is a big costume.
Yep.
Well, the other one I want to do too is like one of those really giant, like a mech one, where you actually have the extensions for your legs that you stand in.
Yeah. So that you're about 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I do think that that thing's going to have to be very stable, especially when you're walking around.
Yeah, that'd be awkward to fall on somebody.
Oh, definitely.
It's like, oops, sorry.
Either that, or you're going to have some signs, you know, on your front and on the back saying, please keep a 10-foot distance from me. Just in case I fall over.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the Comic-Con with the whole crew. You know, you've got your security guys that are around you because you can't really see anything in these costumes, right? So you gotta have your security guards and you gotta have your camera crew and their whole setup.
I don't believe in that. I believe that if you're gonna be in a costume like that, you need to be able to see everything.
I would like to.
Not only that, but that's not security guards. That's called blind guides.
Well, that's true.
I'd be using like a Raspberry Pi with like 8 cameras in different positions so I could see everything.
That'd work.
You know, so I'd have like a master console in front of me with all these displays, you know, just so I could monitor these cameras so I'd not running over like a freaking like 8-year-old kid or something.
Yeah. That would be cool. Not from the outside, but from the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would. If you make a dialect, I mean, the dialect has all these lenses all over its body, right?
Well, it's got the primary lens on the front, which is the eye stalk, is what that's called.
Yeah.
That's the primary camera on it for the dialect, but they do have sensory data that they get, but it's not image data. So those like little balls on the outside and stuff have like different purposes. I don't think I've ever heard exactly what they're supposed to be for.
Yeah, but
they also have.
You could use those to camouflage a camera.
Oh, good God, yeah! You could put a camera anywhere nowadays and not see it.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it!
Oh yeah.
But
you know what, Clyde? Even though, or let's just say, even if Shane does send me the part by the end of the package by the end of the month, the only thing I'm going to be able to do is just build the frame put the motors on and everything, put the print head on, get that all set up, put the print head on, get that all set up. And then I'm going to have to wait until the next rente payment, next retirement payment, before I can buy the large X board.
Yeah.
Because as soon as my retirement payment comes in this month, first thing that I'm going to buy is a mini back baking oven, so that I can get away from the microwave.
There's a lot to be said for being able to provide food for yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean, there are a couple of the microwave dinners, they're okay, but every day and then a couple of weeks.
So how long have you been without an oven at this point?
A couple of months.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, it was about 2 months ago when I turned it on, wanted to heat something up, and then all of a sudden, the main circuit in my apartment went out.
Wow.
Yeah. Then I went to the circuit box, looked, I was thinking, oh man, that can't be true. Turned it back on, went back into the kitchen, turned it on, the circuit breaker went out again. So I knew exactly what was shutting the electric down in my apartment.
Uh-huh.
So I unplugged it and disposed it.
You dumped the whole thing instead of trying to fix it?
It's not worth fixing.
Oh, really?
It's about 7 or 8 years old.
Oh.
I mean, if it still had guarantee, I'd send it in for guarantee.
Yeah. Yeah, so I bought new appliances relatively recently, I guess about 2 years ago, and bought the extended warranty from the store rather than having to deal with, whatever other things, vendor warranties. And 2 months later, the store, this is a big chain in the U.S. called H.H. Gregg. The entire chain went under.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was perfect timing.
Yeah. Well, my first flat TV was from Siemens, and I got it with a 3-year extended guarantee for a total of 5 years. And what happened? 5 years and 2 months later, I had to go buy a new one.
Yeah, there's a whole science to setting up warranties. They have just like actuarial tables, like they have for like insurance companies have for people.
Yeah.
These companies will, do a risk analysis on a per part basis and calculate, what are the odds that the thing is going to fail within X, period of time, and then have a warranty just shorter than that.
Yeah, trolling for dollars. That's nice. I mean, this apartment, it has a kitchen in it, but the oven that is in there, the wife from a friend of mine that was helping me out when I moved in here, she was helping me out cleaning that kitchen and everything. And when she looked at the oven, she said, Don, I don't think you want to try to bake anything in this oven. Then I took a look at the oven and I said, nope, never. That's why I was thankful that I had a mini baking oven.
So remind me, in Europe, appliances are usually not provided with an apartment? Or are there?
That all depends. That all depends. I mean, you can move from one apartment to another. You never have to buy a kitchen because there's already a kitchen in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when I moved in here, there was that was because there was a kitchen already there. Because in the apartment that I was, you know, I already saw this apartment here, and there was a kitchen in there. You know, I didn't really take a close examination of the kitchen. I just looked in, and asked, "Yeah, is this kitchen a part of the apartment?" They said yes. I said, "Okay." When I got back, instead of packing my kitchen into the moving van and take it along with me and just put that kitchen down in the basement, you know, and store it up for however long, I sold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's on his way. He'll be here shortly.
Can I help you with the power supply?
Yeah.
Oh, Clyde.
It's always nice having a computer guy. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Call him up, tell him to get his ass over here, and he comes.
Is that a deburring tool, Mike?
Yeah.
Nice. I still don't have one.
Now, Don's got a nice thin one. Mine's freaking Mongo.
I was very impressed with the toolkit that Chuck Hellebuck is selling. It's
Yeah, no, I think it's a lot of money myself. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, it's not cheap, but you get a lot for that money. It's not you're not getting ridiculous tools that nobody really needs, like, you know, alcohol pads or something. You know, you're getting actual tools.
No, I understand that, but it still just seems like a lot of dough to me.
Hey.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you go to Amazon and buy them tools for a hell of a lot less money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think I think the margins are not quite, the margin on that is not quite as high as you'd think.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, you see this tool set here?
Yep.
That's with this cutter right here. And this little cutter, you know, it's nice and flat.
Yep.
Oh, that's a really nice cutter, you know. That's what I use for my filament cutting now.
That's got a serious spring on it. I've not seen one like that in a while.
Yeah, they open up really wide.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
One of my good ones.
Hey, Mike, and you know what else is in that package? This here.
That's important.
Yeah,
they need that.
yeah, when you get up to a certain age, you know, a magnifying glass is always good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I got this last month. But you know what's really cool? Really cool is my new my new motorized screwdriver. Hey, Colin.
Yeah.
You see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a look now.
With a light. Nice.
That's not a light. That's a magazine for bits.
Oh.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
Yeah, all you have to do is just open it up, turn it to the bit that you need, push it back down, and
that's
you got
kind of badass.
Yeah, it is. This is really cool. $19.99 at the grocery store.
I was gonna say it's the color of the Robert Borscht stuff, but it's not.
No. It's a makeup from Denny.
Yeah. Robert Borscht.
What was Chuck's channel again? Because I was gonna look up. I want to see what he's doing with the toolkit.
I don't know if his channel is called Filament Friday or just his show.
You can go on and buy it on Amazon. Go on Amazon and look up Filament Friday Toolkit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never gave the guy much credit, but yeah, I was kind of impressed with the toolkit. And I didn't think
he's a smart cookie, you know. He's been YouTubing for a long time before 3D printing, you know.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't know, right? I hadn't really heard of him before that, so yeah.
Isn't his is his YouTube channel Shep, right?
Yeah. Yes. Something like that.
So what's up, Mike? You got a specialist coming with the
power supply?
With the power supply, good. I hope that's the only problem, man.
Well, I know that's part of the problem, but hopefully that's the only problem. Hopefully it didn't fry my hard drive. Hopefully it didn't fry my CPU. Hopefully it didn't fry my RAM. Hopefully it didn't fry, there's all kinds of hopefullys.
Yeah. Did you?
The hard drive wouldn't be too bad, but I haven't finished transferring everything to my backup drive, which I got to find because I have a backup. I have a terabyte in there that I use, and then I have another terabyte that I use in there for a backup, and then I have an external terabyte that I use for a backup to the backup.
Yeah.
And I haven't got to the backup of the backup lately.
Yeah. Did you unplug that USB port?
Unplug the USB. Yeah.
You know where the short was?
Oh yeah, no, not yet. I just took the power supply out.
Yeah. No, that's a. I would definitely disconnect that USB port because maybe there's through the short that you did.
Could have welded it together.
Yeah, maybe there's a couple of pins that are welded together inside, and will cause another short.
That's not bad. I mean, that's a heck of a markup. I mean, that's about $8 to $9 worth of stuff in that bag, but.
Yeah, see, I figured it was like 10 or 12 bucks worth of stuff. I mean, you're always going to see a markup, but it's...
Well, because I recognize most of the products on there because I know most of these vendors that produce these in China.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's what I was looking at, because the only one I don't recognize is the peel-off tool.
Yeah. And how much is the demanding for that package?
$20.
$20.
Was it 20? I thought it was 30. But yeah, no, ain't too bad then.
It's within reason, but yeah, you could, that's the problem with selling into the DIY market. People have time and are willing to put in the effort to go and search out the items that they want at the price that they want.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that you could put this kit together for $20 on Amazon.
No, you'd have to buy it in volume to get it at that pricing. So
yeah, I mean,
in that sense, it's a good deal.
Yeah, I mean, if I go through the vendors I have in China, I could probably do it a lot cheaper than that. But you do got to make some money.
You end up with 30 or 50 or something or 100 in volume.
Yeah, but he's also got to cover his expenses and he's got to cover all that. So
yeah, I mean, it seems like a good business ultimately.
I think that's a good price for that.
Yeah.
Not sure about the calipers though, but I guess
the calipers look pretty low end. Yeah.
Yeah, that's being nice. I mean,
I've never seen plastic calipers like that though. That's yeah.
And then is that plastic or is it anodized?
No, apparently it's plastic. Chris Riley was reviewing it and saying yes, they're actually plastic.
Oh my god! So they're resin cast with the lower end of the body.
So hang on, guys. Think out here. I'll be turning this down. Mute me, Don.
Okay.
The computer is sitting right here.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah. No problem.
I mean that laser knife is looking pretty nice. It seems reasonable.
I like the deburring tool though. I don't know.
Robbie Mack, 1 second.
Yeah, I've not seen a deburring tool that has replaceable blades like that.
Is Robbie in the Discord or no?
Robbie Mack, you're not in my Discord. That means I have to jump over to...
Yeah, I wish you could do, if you're hosting a channel on YouTube, I wish you could do targeted messages to users.
Oh, yeah. Robbie says send it to Twitter.
Oh, there you go.
That'll work.
It's already in, hon.
Oh, okay.
Send it to Twitter. Oh.
Well, as you can see, this is... Oops, I should probably mute you guys so I'm not, like, talking over you. Sorry.
We talk over each other all the time. It's not new.
1 second, Robbie. 1 second. Twitter.
All right. So I need a pumpkin. I've got my candy dish, my candy bowl, but I need a pumpkin.
So
I need to find a good pumpkin to print.
Robbie Mac. Tweet on Robbie Mac. I hope that works, Robbie Mac. I don't like Twitter, and then when I try to use it,
so what you want is the Twitter direct message function.
yeah, Facebook, you can do, you open up your messenger and you send them a message, and they get the message. With Twitter, tweet on Robbie Mac. Yeah.
No, that's not what you want to do. You want to use the direct message feature, which is separate. In a separate.
Yeah, and where is it? Where is it? How do I?
Right. Let me see if I can walk you.
No, you do not have to explain it. You do not have to explain it to me, because I hate Twitter.
Okay, all right. You're just ranting. Okay, fine. No. Okay.
Cool. I am a Facebook friend, and I only open up Twitter if I have to.
See, I'm exactly the opposite. I will use Twitter day and night, and I can't stand Facebook.
No, I hate all these unwanted postings in Twitter.
I just block the ones I don't want to see.
Yeah,
the problem is I have to block about 1,000.
Yeah, well.
because they're if somebody answers on somebody else's posting who I just happen to follow, I have automatically a posting in my Twitter block that does not interest me at all.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's for a different use case.
Oh, trolling for dollars. You deleted your Facebook account and only Twitter now, huh? Yeah. But I'm just waiting for the minute when Chris Riley is in Twitter. Then I might say, okay, delete my Facebook and come to Twitter. But until then, it's going to be a long time before I use Twitter regularly. Yeah. I mean, all of you who are watching right now or in the chat right now, I hope you do understand that I will not post the link for the Google Hangout anymore here in the chat after what happened this morning.
Yeah, this is only slightly inferior to the El Cheapo calipers that I bought, which I think I paid like $15 for. Yeah, but it looks like their entire frame is plastic, not just the electronics housing.
Yeah, John, that's the problem. What I have, the people that I'm following, that's the 3D people, but all of a sudden I start getting postings. Totally. And Robbie Mac.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on there? How you doing, Robbie?
Not bad, you guys?
Well, it's okay, but with a BS that we had this morning,
Yeah, I understand. I'm trying to see. I caught what you tweeted to me. I'm trying to see if it went public so I can remove it or something, but I'm not seeing it anywhere.
Well, you won't be able to remove it, but Don could remove it.
Oh, yeah, you can remove it then, Don.
Yeah.
Just in case. I don't know. I'm not seeing it on my wall or anything like that, but it didn't come in as a message either. So.
So Robbie, this thing has turned out to be awesome.
What's that?
The E3D.
Oh, okay. So it is genuine then?
Oh well, so that's the one. Yeah, the one. Yeah.
Okay.
Was there a question about that?
I guess I just wasn't sure. I don't know enough about them.
I think there was an issue of trying to figure out whether the thermistor was of the expected type or something. But yeah, it seems to work. I don't know what. I mean, it seems genuine enough. But yeah, getting the thing encased in the Prusa style assembly is makes a huge difference. I mean, it was printing pretty nicely with that sort of janky assembly that I had before, but this thing is incredibly solid.
Cool.
I'm wondering.
Hey, Robbie, you know what I got here, right?
Oh, all your nozzles, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were for those E3D V6 and V5.
Yeah,
You know,
when I got that, I was looking at them and I was thinking, man, those things are tiny. And then I packed out that E3D hot end, and then I took this cover off. And I was thinking, oh, okay. I hope filament will come out of that thing.
Yeah, they fit, right?
Yeah, they do fit.
Okay.
Yeah, I already tried one. Yeah, God bless you. God bless you, and thank you very much.
I don't know on those stainless ones. They're like cheap Chinese ones that I got off of Amazon or something. So I have no idea how good a quality those stainless ones are that are in there.
Well, as soon as I get everything set up, I'll probably have a chance to try every one of them. Yeah, but I got that thing. I was bored a couple of nights ago, so I started checking out everything that I already printed for that hypercube, and then I started, as you can see, building the parts together. And well, I got to a point right now where I found out that 100 M5 by 10 screws are not enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm going to have to order another 100.
Holy cow!
Yeah, because well, I put on each corner bracket, I put one on. I think was it one or two? Wait a minute. Yeah, I put one on each corner because I wasn't sure, if I can put both of them on at the same time, when I put the corners together and everything. I did that, and then I was doing things like
What? Chicken bed? What?
for the I think this is for the Y-axis. Is this? I started putting the bearings in, and then I started putting the mounts on and everything. Yeah. And I got to a point to where, okay, I got the hammer nuts on almost everything where the hammer nut needs to be put, except for a couple of parts. I still have a lot of hammer nuts, but for some reason, I don't know why, the M5 by 10 screws there.
I got one of those.
They're going out. Sounds like Robbie Mack is not alone there.
No, I got my grandson in here. Sorry, I'm kind of working in the kitchen. That's the only workspace I have at the moment.
What are you working on, Robbie?
I am trying to make a turtle shell, and so I printed one out of PLA for the costume for Son Wants to Be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Wow.
And
How many
I tried to get the infill down as much as I could to get the weight down, and it ended up about 5 pounds, which is still a bit too heavy for him to carry. He's only 5 years old. So now I'm making one out of EVA foam. Or, the floor tile. So this is my concept test piece that I got. And
cool.
That seemed to work. So I've got my sanded one that I did because it has this diamond plate pattern on it.
Yeah.
So I have to sand it smooth.
It sounds like you got a lot of work to do there.
Yeah, it's going better than I thought it would, but it's still time consuming.
Are you going to paint or cut the turtle shell pattern into it?
I'm going to probably engrave it.
Yeah.
Because this is 3/4 inch thick tile, so you can do
quite a bit of cutting into that.
Give me a second.
Don't forget do your lines and then use the heat gun so you get that nice. Do a test one first, but you scribe your lines for the detail and then use a heat gun to kind of cause it to open up just a little bit. It makes a really cool effect.
Oh yeah. I found that out on my swords. Actually, I made some EVA foam swords.
Oh, nice.
Ended up doing the Dremel for the bevel and everything like that. And then I got some Diplo paint, which is really flexible, and it's kind of chrome silver looking, so it seems to be holding up pretty well. I don't let him play with it yet, though. I told him after Halloween he could play with them because I don't want them all busted.
Nice.
Hey, but that's cool what you're doing there.
Come on.
I used to do a lot of costumes for for my son, and then he got too old to trick or treat or anything. So it's been a few years since I've done any costumes, and this is the first year he's been old enough. My grandson's been old enough to sit still long enough for me to do patterns and whatnot.
That means you can get back into practice for a couple of years, huh?
Yeah. I was all excited because I'm like, I got a 3D printer. I never had one before for costumes, and now it looks like I'm not going to be using the 3D printer for very much of it at all, actually.
Because it weighs too much, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, but if you have to make some kind of a design, like a full-suited costume, you can still make some 3D printed parts and attach it to the costume.
I would consider.
Yeah, I mean,
well, they're not scales, whatever they're called. The outer shell is a 3D print, and then mount it to the foam to
Well, you can
support
do
it.
the clips too. Clips and utility features are really good for 3D printing. Eliminate the weight overall. I mean, you can add like a couple of greeblies here and there just to make it look pretty, but yeah, I mean, you're talking the circumference of a shell like that on a kid. Oh my God, dude, the freaking 3D printed part had tons.
Yeah, and I only printed it with something like maybe like an 8% or 9% infill. I mean, it wasn't very much at all, but it used a damn near entire kilogram of filament.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you start adding the paint and the body filler and everything else to try to hide the seams and everything. And yeah.
Hey, but you still have a nice deco item,
Yeah, I mean, there'll be other costumes where I'll use the 3D printer a heck of a lot more. Just this one, there isn't a whole lot to it that needs it. I'm going to end up doing a belt buckle and maybe some buckles for the harness that'll hold the shell over his shoulders. That'll be about it.
Yeah, exactly. 3D printer, that's a good thing to have.
That's why I have 3 of them.
They're a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Yeah, that's true, especially when you have children. Oh.
So what Mike do? He blew up his power supply or something?
Yeah, 1 minute, Mike. 1 minute. What the heck?
I'm not watching chat at all because I'm using the phone right now, so I can't.
Mike,
I can't even pull it up.
I think, I don't know why, Mike, but I can't unmute you. I think you muted yourself now. Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay, never mind. I was wondering which wires up the power supply go to the power switch, but we found it now.
Yeah.
The power button.
Okay.
I might have blew up my freaking hard drive or my motherboard, or I don't know. Probably my motherboard at least.
I hope not, man.
Well, because we're getting it to power on, I just forget which one goes to the switch. I mean, it's just tweaking on for a second. You can't get it.
Are you getting a postcode at all?
Huh?
No.
You don't want to strip them?
No. Put my hard drive.
Hang on, guys.
Oops.
Oh,
is that a nice light?
I was just checking to see if he was getting any post code at all. Because if he's not getting a post code, then I'd pull the USB controllers off the board first.
What I'm not getting is any power whatsoever. Nothing. I hit the power switch and nothing happens.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. Yeah, is the USB connected disconnected?
So you basically don't have an extra ATX power supply, right?
That's what we're doing right now, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
So we did get mine to kind of tweak on, but not stay on.
Yeah.
Well, those are mil-spec caps on the motherboard too. So if they look bulging, I mean, that would be about the only other thing I'd check.
There it goes.
How do you know all about that, Clyde?
What?
Have you had such problems too?
Of course, I told you. Break it with Clyde. Remember?
Yeah, I think I told you need to start up a new YouTube channel, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll email Calvin first before I do that. Be like, hey, Calvin, I want to start my own channel. Can I call it Break It with Clyde? You can be okay with that?
Yeah, who knows, Clyde? Maybe you'll have in the first week maybe 1,000 subscribers, and then within a month 500,000.
Okay. Yeah, but you don't find her helmet. Okay.
Go find your helmet.
Well, because the reason I ask is because like the very first thing you want is to see if you can get a post code of any type.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's not even getting power to the board, so that's not a good thing.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, bud.
Yeah, you know, I hope he disconnected the USB ports. Not that they're shorting out the main board.
I just put some on. All right, there, thermal tape. I bought that for here. Put aluminum beds in.
Mike, were those the USB ports on the front of the case or the back?
Both.
Both?
No,
Yeah.
the one that shorted out.
The one that shorted out was on the front.
Oh, okay. You can pull that harness right off the board then. Just pull that wire first.
Yeah.
It's like one of the little, I think it's the 8-pin block. It's probably bottom right of your board. I'd pull that one before you try to power it back up.
I would definitely disconnect that USB.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay, thank you. I'll let you know here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get the ends off the wire too, but
Yeah.
It's a good day for me.
What's up, Mike?
I don't know.
he's having the same problem we have when we blow up our computers. Life sucks.
Wait, hang on. Are there different problems we have when we blow up our computers? Because I'm pretty damn sure that's...
Well, that's a new problem by me. Same problem for other issues, but that's definitely a new. I haven't done that particular.
Yeah,
No, I haven't done that one yet.
Yeah.
All right, so I finally found a good use for this horrible, theoretically translucent red filament that always comes out orange.
Yeah, the same stuff I have from Anycubic.
This is AMZ 3D, but you know it's almost certainly coming from the same factory, right?
Yeah, look.
Dragon looks okay.
You see this filament that I'm holding in front of my screen here?
Yeah, hang on, let me get there.
This is translucent red.
Yep, it's the same damn stuff. Yep.
Yeah, it looks friggin' orange. It does not look red.
Well, I've decided I'm gonna print a grumpy pumpkin jack-o'-lantern, which would would be perfect. This will be perfect for it. Now, the other thing is, this will be my very first vase print. I've never done a vase print before, so this ought to be interesting.
Good luck.
Thanks. So, should I be really daring and print it on this thing, or should I print it on the Prusa? I don't know.
Oh, you might as well print it on your new one there.
Might as well, yeah.
If you got
well,
that.
I mean, it's more likely to succeed on the Prusa, but then again, I've also got tons of this crap filament, so I can't think of anything else to print with it.
Yeah. Yeah, but hey, I sent an email on BuildTac, and well, maybe next week, I'm not sure when, because I already got an answer. They're going to be sending me in a 304 by 304 size their Flex system, to test out and review.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, that means I can get rid of that magnetic bull that I have on there now.
Well, their system is magnetic in and of itself, right?
Yeah. But that's a complete different system that they have there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You have
I thought you meant magnetic was the problem, but it's not. It's just the way you're set up.
Now, as you can see from my print right now, I have blue tape on it again.
Yeah.
Because nothing will stick long enough on that magnetic bed to get the print finished.
Yeah.
So I contacted BuildTac, told them about the problems that I was having, and that I'm a longtime customer from BuildTac because I had BuildTac on my Wanhao i3.
Yeah.
That I had to change every 2 months.
Yeah, BuildTac is good stuff, and it's the
yeah, if it only lasted a little bit longer.
Really great company. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, if the BuildTac would only last a little bit longer.
Yeah, then again, I scored the hell out of my sheet here that first day that I put it on, and it's still surviving.
Yeah, well, yeah, I had the problem, after a couple thousand meters of filament, I had to take the BuildTac off and put a new one on.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the rated lifespan of that stuff is supposed to be. I imagine it's relative to the Z offset that you use.
I think it's also relative to how much you print on it.
Well, yes, that certainly as well. But I mean, if you print at a very low Z offset and you're really pressing every print into it, I can see where it would deteriorate faster.
Yeah, that too. But
it is some seriously sticky stuff. It's pretty good.
Yeah, no, on the BuildTacs that I have on my Wanhao i3, yeah, hey, the Wanhao i3 was running day and night over a year.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, within a year, I had about 10,000 kilometers.
Kilometers?
Yeah, 10 kilometers, 1,000 meters.
Yeah, I know that, but I thought maybe you were off by a factor of 1,000. You really printed 10,000 kilometers of filament
within a year.
Oh my God!
Hey,
what were you printing?
Everything.
A lot of infill.
Yeah, something. Jesus. Everything gets printed with 100% infill every time.
That's right.
In the beginning, I was printing everything with 100%.
All right.
Because nobody told me better.
You didn't watch enough videos.
No, that was one of the first things I learned.
That's it, Mike. I didn't watch enough videos.
Well, the first thing I learned, I found Tom and I don't remember who it was, somebody else who was talking about one guy was talking about the Maker Select Mini Magic Numbers, which Mike, about. You got your little plaque with the layer heights. So I was printing spaghetti for about a week before I realized that was a thing. And then Tom had a video about bed leveling, manual bed leveling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't remember making the mistake of printing it with 100% infill, because I guess the default was like 20%. I didn't realize how to change it for a while, but
that was my problem with the Cura too. I wasn't paying attention. However, back then you only had basic settings for Cura. Yeah. And you had to go into advanced, and then you had to go there, and then you had to go there. And that was stuff that I did not understand at the beginning. And I think it was about 3 or 4 months later before I understood. Okay, you don't have to use 100%. And then I went down automatically to 50%.
Yeah.
And then after a year, I think I was down to 25, 20, 15%.
Yeah. This stuff is all printed with 10%, actually. But
yeah.
This thing, yeah, and
Yeah, you know, it all depends on how your outer walls are, how big the part is.
Yeah, there are still things on Thingiverse where the designer recommends like 80% infill, which is crazy. Because if you go back and look, Stefan had a video where he was analyzing the relative strength and the diminishing returns of higher amounts of infill. He said anything above about 40% infill has diminishing returns.
Yep. I watched that video too.
Yep.
I've also noticed there's a big difference between doing an interior to exterior versus exterior to interior print on your walls.
Meaning exterior printed first, you mean?
Yeah. It's like if you start exterior to interior, you're going to get a better quality exterior. But if you start interior to exterior, it's going to look chunky.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I've ever printed interior to exterior. How do you even do that?
Well, I noticed S3D defaulted to that.
Really? Oh, well.
When I first started.
That's why I never encountered it.
Cura defaults to that too.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Really?
In Cura, you have to click on, I think that's in the machine settings, in the printer settings, you have to click print outer wall first.
Okay. I don't remember ever having to set that, and I know it always prints the outer wall first, so...
Well, maybe you've already checked that and you don't know, and you don't...
Oh, yeah, it's entirely possible, or I pulled a printer profile from somewhere where it was already set or something, but I've never encountered that.
That is a good point too, because I've only had that problem with the stock system. I haven't had that issue with. Actually, no, opposite. Any of the profiles I've used, I had that issue with.
I got this profile that was supposedly like the ultimate. You know, everyone says their profile is the best, right? So this one set of pure profiles for the ANET A8, one for ABS and one for PLA for high detail. And it defaults to 100% infill. I couldn't believe it. That was the first time I'd ever seen that, and that was like only like 3 months ago. But I damn well caught it after the first print.
Well, my CR10S, I'm using Chris. Can't remember his last name. I'm using his profile that he uploaded, and I got to tell you, with the wipe on the side of the build plate, it is the best profile I have ever used, and from anybody.
That's the CR10 with Cura, or which?
CR10S with S3D.
Okay, yes, that's my problem.
I think he did a Cura one too, though.
Oh, he did? Okay. I gotta go find that, because it's entirely possible that my big.
What's up, Mike?
Turned on. I got power. I got the board to turn on, fence to turn on.
Are things working there?
I don't know yet, but I got power.
Did you hear a beep yet?
I didn't hear a beep. I should have back off.
Yeah, but if you didn't hear a beep, that could still be a good thing, because if you hear like a series of 3 beeps, you know, or something like Morse code, that's bad.
Well,
but
you know,
you're an initial
differ by
the what?
Beep codes differ by motherboard, but yeah, I mean, anything more than one.
It ain't saying nothing, you know. It's just doing this. Because there's no hard drives plugged in or nothing.
Oh, okay, that's good.
That's a good sign, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't been able to get it to do this yet. This is a different power supply.
Well, you have it hooked up to the monitor right now?
No, I don't. No, everything, it's sitting over here and everything else is over here.
Okay, well, the motherboard default USB ports you should be able to use for your keyboard and mouse. And then your stock controller for your monitor. You won't need, I would use the default port on the motherboard. You should be able to see if it goes into the BIOS or not.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like the thing probably posted up just fine because it's not beeping at you, but yeah, it's certainly worth checking that way.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't need a hard drive to check the BIOS to see if it's posting or not. But if it is, that's good. Then you can start putting your stuff back in one at a time. I would kind of not use the front ports if you can avoid it, unless you got a new cable. But
well, I blew these bottom ones out here.
Yeah.
Okay, but, or no, I blew these top ones out. I blew the top ones out here. These bottom ones are extras. And where did I? And this is the one I freaking broke off. Ain't
Yeah,
it?
they
It
have
was
it.
just. I got to think. Hang on, just wait. I have to think now.
Okay, bud.
Where was it? Son of a bitch. It's up top. Oh, it was up top. No, it wasn't. What was up top? Camera was up top, and that was plugged in right here. Yeah. So this is mine, and that's actually still plugged in. Right? I think so. Where the hell are you, you booger? Oh, no, that is unplugged. So this one is actually mine. These ones up here belong to the, they're part of the case. And it wasn't these ones that got blue. It was this one right here is where it was plugged into. And
Okay, so the one on the front of the case should have like there should be a wire that goes down the front of the case cover and then across and then underneath the drive bay and then to the motherboard or itself. That's the one
this one.
Yeah, I didn't plug that
this one.
I can't tell from
and
here.
This one. I have two of them. See? And I can't see what the hell you're looking.
As long as they didn't use a splitter on that, you should be fine to use the top ones.
And I plugged my other one in way over here by where the main cable comes in for power.
Yeah.
And these here
because you've got USB 0, USB 1, and I think you may have a USB 2.
1, 2, and then up here I put 3 and 4, but I've got a dozen of them on the back.
Yeah. Well, they use different channels. That's why you want to make sure you have enough channels for your cameras. Because the buses, when you're running multiples from a single bus on the board, you can only run one camera on each one.
No. I can plug all my... No, all my cameras work together.
Well, yeah, but they use different serial controllers on different ports.
Oh, that's right.
Like, I can only use one, well, at least on my computer right now, but mine's dying. I can only use one camera on one section of USB ports, because usually the USB ports have 2 to 4 USB ports and a single plug on the motherboard.
Yeah.
So they're coordinated through like 1 or 2, like I think it's serial controller, on the Windows.
Yeah. Trying to get you propped up somehow there. I'm gonna get my thing closer here so I don't drop the power supply into the motherboard.
Yes. Trolling for dollars. Yeah, that's a good point.
What's that?
Oh, he was talking about the skinny gray flat ribbon cable that's